Hello my beautiful fragrance family, Dustin here, Fragrance Fan. Go ahead and do me a solid and click that like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell notification. I'm just going to keep on giving you guys these budget-friendly fragrance reviews, that $40-ish and $100 range. Most of these are way less than that, and a good number of these you can pick up at your local rack stores. And I'm going to do a first impressions for you guys here today, and at first I thought I wasn't going to know anything about this fragrance until I found out that on the box it actually has the notes that are listed in it, and I'm talking about Abboud Mountain. I've seen this thing several times. It's an Eau de Parfum concentration, which kind of piqued my interest for $15. You look online, you can't really find this thing for less than 50 bucks. So I don't know what's going on there, even on like fragrance like net and the discounter. So let's hop right into this thing and see what she's talking about. I hope it doesn't give me a hard time opening this thing because it's always frustrating. If it does, then I'll just edit that part out. Ah, I see. It looks like it opens this way. I like that kind of stuff. Well, it kind of went crazy on me, but so at first, when it's a pretty decent little presentation for a $15 fragrance. I was thinking it was gonna be some kind of like super masculine fragrance, but I looked up when it was released, and I think it was 2019, so it's fairly modern. And with the notes in this thing that are listed are: the top is peppercorn, grapefruit, lemon. The mid is cedar, white jasmine, and rose petals. That can be kind of a sexy smell too. That's like the king of flowers right there, as far as in a fragrance. And the base is patchouli, labdanum, sandalwood, and musk. So I'm expecting something green, citrusy, creamy, maybe a little earthy. Let's see. In the air, what's he talking about? That's way sweeter than I thought it was going to be. Nice. It's nice though. Way sweeter than I thought it was going to be. Kind of reminds me almost of like English Laundry Crown a little bit. Which is kind of like Azara Wanted. A little bit. This is sweeter and spicier. Let's get it on skin. Let's do it some justice. A couple good sprays. Still got the alcohol. That's quite nice. I'm not getting a whole lot of the grapefruit and stuff like that. Where's the notes on this thing again? Definitely getting the peppercorn. Definitely getting a decent dose of that peppercorn. For sure cedar. I'm thinking a lot of this other stuff is going to be in the dry down, but it's way sweeter than I thought that it was going to be. It's almost got like an amber type of a feel in there. There's something that's sweet in this thing. Hints of green. Okay, now I'm starting to get some, okay, it's more, I'm starting to get a little bit of the citrus and stuff like that. It's funny because I was getting some of the base notes before I was the top notes. I was getting the sweetness, the peppercorn, now, and the cedar wood. Now I'm starting to get a little bit of that grapefruit. Not so much the lemon, maybe a little bit of it, but more grapefruit, peppercorn. Sandalwood is present. It's nice. Overall, this is nice. I can't tell if this is going to be a strong performer. It's projecting average or so. I like the color of the bottle. I didn't even go over the presentation too much for you guys. First impressions. So it's a pretty decent looking bottle though. Atomizer lid slides. It's got that hydraulic shock thing where it traps air or something in there. A little bit of detail on it. Gold atomizer. Atomizer itself is squirting a good amount of juice. In the air, it's very sweet. Ambery. Like, I'm getting a sweet amber smell. I don't know where that's coming from, but to me, I'm getting a good dose of sweetness. This seems like it's going to be a early spring day. It's a cooler weather fragrance. This is a cooler weather fragrance, but I think that this one would shine the best probably in the early days of spring. The dry down is changing a little bit. I'm getting a little bit more of that wood. Not getting a whole lot of the florals that's in there. maybe just hints of it, but I'm not getting a whole lot of the florals. I'm mainly still getting that peppercorn. That sweetness is still there. Some of the citruses are coming out. A little bit of the woods from the cedar. Slight amount of creaminess from the sandalwood. But a lot of sweetness from somewhere. So overall, this is a good fragrance. I think this is universal for like most ages. It might even be maybe slightly more youthful than it is mature. Like if you like stuff like Versace Eros, Azzaro Wanted, things like that, and you're looking for that kind of a scent profile on a budget, this might be your ticket, man. $15, it's doing its thing. So far, if this thing has average performance, I'll go ahead, and I'm not going to say this is mind-blowing. I'm not going to say, wow, it's so good, but I'll give it a 6 out of 10, which is good. It's above average for $15, above average. If you like that sweet DNA, that sweet scent profile, then yeah, you might want to check this one out. If you like, Guess 1981 Los Angeles, which is a lot like Versace Eros. This doesn't smell like Versace Eros, but it's in that category. So, yeah, 6 out of 10. Cooler weather fragrance. This is a casual thing. It's projecting average so far. Later on, maybe the next few weeks or so, we can revisit this thing and I'll give it a full review, or just throw it out there and let you guys know what the performance is on this thing. But overall, decent for $15. It gets a green light from me. So that's my first impressions on Joseph Abboud Mountain. With that, I'm out. Y'all be blessed. Take care of yourself always, and until next time.